Hey, what's up, Shaver?
What's happening, Rod?
Okay, check it out, man. I got a buddy. He's just moved down here from Minnesota, and he doesn't do jiu-jitsu, but he wants to get into training. He's looking for a school. We got school number 1, Joe's Jiu-Jitsu, little tiny hole in the wall.
Okay.
And we got big box corporate school over here. Where do I send him?
I don't know, man. What do you want to tell him?
I don't know, dude. That's why I asked you. But you know what? I think it's worth discussing. Let's kind of figure it out. Open Mat Chronicles. That's what we're talking about today. You guys, welcome back. Once again, another episode of Open Mat Chronicles. 1865 Rod here. We're coming back at you guys again every week. And as always, we got my man Schaefer in the house. What's up, Schaefer?
What's up, everybody? Schaefer's in the house. We're having some fun on Open Mat Chronicles today. Yeah, man. Oh,
Fun-filled
got back.
episode.
Oh, my God. Yeah, right. Hell yeah, fun-filled episode. I just got back from the East Coast. I was chilling out there, and now I'm like, man, let's get back to it, Rod. Let's get back to it.
Oh, you were in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, man. I hit New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia.
I didn't even ask you, man. Did you go to
I
Essex?
didn't. I didn't get a chance.
I knew it.
It's crazy. I didn't
Oh,
get
my
a chance
God. You're
to
killing
train.
me. It's all good, dude. We'll talk about it
too.
later.
I was like, damn, I need to go out and train, but it was just running around all over the place.
It's hard when you travel out of town. You got family and
you know what
friends. They pull you in 5 different directions.
Right. And what I said was, if I'm going to go, I need to go with the intent of a jiu-jitsu trip.
There you go.
So that's probably going to be my next actual New Jersey trip or East Coast trip in general.
Good, dude.
But hey, man, what are we talking about today?
So speaking of out of town,
Yeah.
you know, you were just in New Jersey. Okay, so I got a buddy that actually just recently moved back here to California or out to California from Minnesota.
Okay.
And this cat's looking for a jiu-jitsu school. He hasn't trained in his life, but he knows that, you know, I've been training for a long time. So he's looking at, like, some of the big box schools, you know, like your Gracie Bajas, your Checkmats, your Atos, those big box.
Okay.
But then he also saw this little tiny school, this, like, Joe's Jiu-Jitsu. Tiny little. So he's wondering, like, like, how important is it? Do I need to join, you know, a Gracie school, or not necessarily Gracie, but a big box school to become legit at jiu-jitsu? Can that little small school serve my interests? So that's kind of like, I thought it might make a good topic. So what are your thoughts on that, Schaefer?
I agree. That would be a good topic, whether or not, like, are you going to get that much better trained if you go with a huge name brand versus some of your local guys, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look.
Joe's Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, right?
Shout out to Joe's
Jiu-Jitsu. Hell yeah.
Whoever
like, there's a, oh my God, I probably shouldn't even say it. There's an old freaking meme from like forever ago, right? And it's like, oh yeah, there's this jiu-jitsu school, blah, blah, blah. And it's, fuck, we're going to get in trouble. It's called Uncle Touchy's Pajama Wrestling.
Oh, God.
I was like, terrible. Yeah, go there. Yeah. But no, so it's a legitimate question, right? I mean, I think that those big name schools, they do have some pluses, but damn, they've got some minuses too. You know, like,
well, what's the let's go over the like, what's the value of going to a big box school?
So, value of a big box school. So, I think first and foremost, you are going to have that name recognition, right? People are going to go, oh, you know what? This is a good school, or this is a well-known school, and I think that's going to draw in more people. So I think you'll actually have more people to work with. I think you'll have bigger classes where
more people.
You're just going to have more bodies thrown at you, so you're going to get that bigger, like a deeper diverse crowd of bigger pool of people. So I mean, I think that could be a good thing.
Yeah, I thought of something too. I think it just like if you look at, you know, food and restaurants and all that, you're gonna have consistency, right? Like, you know, if you get a Big Mac here or in Minnesota, it's gonna be the same Big Mac, right?
That's very true.
I would think that if you go to a Gracie Baja here or in New Jersey, wherever, it's gonna be the same jiu-jitsu, right?
Okay.
There's probably have more
like curriculums.
More strict curriculums, yeah.
Right.
I would think. And that might be a good thing.
I can see that as a plus. I mean, hell, we've even said on this podcast that could be a plus to have that consistent structure where you're like, okay, I know we're going to do this, and this over the next month.
Where Joe's Jiu-Jitsu, you don't know what you're going to get, right?
Hell yeah. Joe's like, oh, man, I saw this cool-ass move on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Well, guess what we're training for the next week? So there is that, right? But, I mean, isn't there something to be said about that, too? Like, being able to just kind of on the fly, you're like, oh, shit, I showed up. What's happening in class today? And you might be surprised with something that just sticks with you. Yeah. Like, that's the move. You're like, yo, this is my new move. I found it. It just happened to be on a Tuesday night. And he was like, yo, watch this. Now this is all I do. Versus you're like, today will be Kimura Trap. And that's what we'll do for the next week. And you go, but I don't like the Kimura Trap. I don't want to do the Kimura Trap.
I don't know, man. Here's another thing, too. Okay, so each school, man, I hope I'm not throwing shade at anybody. I'm not trying to. This is unintentional if I am. But I could tell when somebody comes in, I'm rolling with them, like, oh, it's an old Gracie guy, dude. I could just tell, man. You could just tell by the way they roll. Now, here's the thing. It could be because they're old school, right?
Right.
It could be more that than the fact that they're from a Gracie school. But, you know, if there's a guy doing... Man, again, I'm kind of walking a tightrope here, but I could also tell a 10th Planet guy, right? And I could tell like a guy that's doing super modern jiu-jitsu, right? And I tend not to see those guys coming from some of the bigger box schools. They tend to focus more on like the traditional. They own it, dude. They're legit. And that's not a bad thing. Like, I'm like, dude, that guy was a Gracie guy. I could tell, man, he's smashing crap out of me. So it's a good thing.
It is a good thing because their fundamentals are on point. The fundamentals are on point,
but it's not like, oh, this guy was doing this slick K guard. He's a Gracie guy. That doesn't really... They know it, but that's not like their bread and butter, really, right? That's going to be more like your Craig Jones type school, right?
Yeah. Now, I'll also throw this towards the big box schools, right? It's crazy we're calling them big box, like they're Costco and Walmart and shit.
They kind of are, though. In the jiu-jitsu world, they are.
Right? They're the biggest guys, biggest fish in the pond, right? Yeah. And one of the other things that they do have, they produce winners on their competition team. Like, competition teams... A lot of times it comes from the name with those big box names. Like, they're out there, they make it happen. That's not always, obviously, right? But if you go to like a whole bunch of tournaments and you just start to see like the ones that are racking up on these brackets, it's like AOJ,
Autos, AOJ, Checkmate. But here's the thing now. I think I'm putting those guys more in the competition realm because a lot of the Gracie Bajas are still catering to the beginners.
Self-defense stuff, the old school Gracie traditions. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure they have really tough guys and really good, competitors, but I'm not, in my mind, I'm not associating them with the super competition team.
True.
I'm thinking the AOJs, Autos,
and Checkmats. You're right. And hell, even Aries, like they're putting in, they're geared towards competition. That's their, I guess. Okay. Well, see, so that's more like, that's like Arby's versus McDonald's. McDonald's is going to be more your standard. You just get a good burger, it's going to be good. Yeah. Arby's, it's good burgers too, but they got the meats. You know what I mean? Like it's a higher end. So that's like the competition sandwich.
Yeah. Or maybe a good analogy might be, because I always go back to the fitness industry.
Okay.
So I know back in the day, and things may have changed, but back in the day, you had your mainstream gyms. Back then it was Bally's. Bally's there was no 24-hour fitness. It was pre-24-hour fitness. Bally's, if you remember, was like the first gym to be like a mainstream nice fitness club where you can go to any Bally's you wanted to across the nation. It's going to be nice. Okay. But then the reputation changed a little bit, and things change over time.
It's like they had a system. They put everything looked the same, everything moved the same, but you knew what you were going to get regardless. You knew what you were going to get.
I don't even know if they're still around. Is there still Bally's?
I don't know, dude. But I mean, you make a good point. If not Bally's, you got Planet Fitness or some shit like that, right?
But now here's the thing, though. Back in the day, if you were serious into bodybuilding, you had to go to Gold's Gym, man, or Powerhouse Gym or Gold's Gym. Their branding was so effective to where I literally thought, like, man, I'm gonna go to Gold's. I'm gonna get big,
get jacked.
Like, you think that you're gonna actually get bigger by going to Gold's? That's how effective their marketing was.
But you know what?
You gotta do though.
Because if you're around giant people, you become the next giant person.
You kind of you're all everybody. They're serious. Everybody's. It's like a little dungeon, a little hole in the wall. It didn't have a lot of high tech stuff. Gold's was like. When they started, it was just like Venice Beach, Arnold's
It
was not. It was a no frills, just like no air conditioning, just a sweaty gym with like hardcore guys. So that would be equivalent to like this full-on competition school, in my opinion.
Right.
They're not trying to get beginners.
All those dudes were hardcore. They used to like work out outside in front of the gym sometimes. Like that Muscle Beach or something.
Muscle Beach. That's where it started.
Yep.
So, like, in my opinion, someone like an Atos, like, are they really trying to get that accountant, guy that just wants to learn how to defend himself?
See, that's a good question.
Is that their sweet spot? Is that
their bread and butter?
Yeah. Is that their demographic, or are they going after the guys that have some training under their belt, maybe the blue belt, and now they're going to try to take them and then bring them up?
Or get them when they're young. When they're kids.
When they're kids. I think probably that, yeah.
Great minds think alike there, right? You grab them as kids, and you're like, oh, we're about to make you a world champion.
I think it's the latter, yeah.
I think so. I mean, because, hell, we had guys leave our school, went to AOJ, and they were they were about it, right?
Yeah.
But see, then I think sometimes though, if you leave one school where, let's say it's a hobbyist school, and you do drop yourself into one of these big name schools, and it's like a competition school. Period. It's an adjustment period because you might be whooping everybody's ass at your school, and you're like, oh man, these guys, they can't keep up. I'm the big fish in the small pond. Now I'm the big fish, but you drop me in the big ocean. Pond, and I'm in the ocean. I'm medium sized now, right? Yeah. And then you still got sharks. Damn, and you're like, holy shit, I'm not the shark I thought I was.
It's true. That could happen.
Damn, that's got to be scary too. That's humbling. That's got to be freaking humbling.
That's a circle of life.
Man, we're sounding like we're liking big box here though. But
because here's the other thing for sure.
Yeah, another freaking advantage I think. Once again, just due to the size and the money coming in and shit like that, when they do seminars, I think they probably pull more of those big name seminars, right? Because they've got enough money already. People are spending $250 sometimes to go to a damn month class. That's a kick in the ass, dude. That's big money. That's I think that's pretty big money to go to some of these schools. But for that, you'll get a Andre Gaval teacher. You'll get a freaking, I was about to say, what's his name? Not High-End Gracie. Jeez, who's the big one? Hodger Gracie, but he's probably goes to some of those Gracie schools. I mean, I guess he goes everywhere. Whoever's got the money. I know. But they got the money because they're which big.
Means the school's not going to shut down either. It's going to be, consistency, right?
Yes, absolutely. Now, having said all that good shit, I mean, there are some negatives. There's some freaking negatives. Like, you run the risk of kind of getting lost in the sauce if you are just a hobbyist, right? If you're like, look, man, I'm just here, do a little bit of rolling. I'm just going to blow off some steam from the work week.
They're like, are you a member here?
Yeah, and then are they going to even remember your face? It's like what the hell is the movie with Brad Pitt, and he's like, no one will remember your name.
Yeah, Troy.
Yeah, Troy. When the kid's like, oh, that's a big guy. I would never fight him. He's like, and that's why no one will remember your name.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of disappear. You could disappear in the crowd. Now, I'm sure you can think of some other things that are just not great about going to the big box.
With that consistency, how you get consistency is by having structure. And some of that structure may not be something that you're going to like, right?
For sure.
It could come in the way of having to wear a specific gi, right? Maybe not being able to cross train.
Absolutely.
I'm sure there's more. Those
are
the two glaring ones that stand out.
Those are huge because
those are definitely huge.
Let's say, hey, I show up. All right, man. I used to train over here at Joe's, right? But now I'm going to come here because I moved. And you know what? It's going to be a Gracie Baja or something, right? And they'll go, yeah, come on in. Here's the place. Here's all this. By the way, make sure you pick up one of our gis. You're like, oh shit, what? It's like, I already have some gis, man. I got this cool camouflage gi, or I got this freaking a gi with an anime characters on it or whatever. I want to be my own individual guy and do my thing. And they're like, not here. Get on the same page. Now, we've talked about that. We've said that could be kind of cool, right? It could be that structure kind of gets you into an. But it
builds kind of team camaraderie.
Yeah, that camaraderie. Cool. It's almost like old school karate stuff. Though, right.
It looks cool.
It does. But I think over the years I've made jiu-jitsu, or I've accepted jiu-jitsu as a very individualized kind of martial art and sport. It's not your traditional martial art, right? I think you can kind of focus more on yourself and what you want to be in jiu-jitsu, and it leaves room for you to be your individual self, where you can have your own little style, I mean, fine, put on a gi, tie your belt, everything's got to be the same like that. But what's the big deal if you got a green gi, or if you got a show your roll gi with purple and gold freaking stripes on it? It's is that really going to hurt your jiu-jitsu?
Well, speaking of gis too, I think another maybe, and I could be wrong, I'm not sure, because I haven't really trained at these big box schools. But I'm imagining, and you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, that it's going to be 90% gi. So if you're a guy that wants to do no gi, think about it. You're not going to do a lot of no gi to Gracie Baja school. You're doing it's gi, right, dude. Or try going most of these schools are going to be doing. The majority is going to be gi. I'm sure they have no gi now. Yes. But it's probably sprinkled in. It's not a major part of the curriculum.
You're right, because you're right. The bigger ones, they didn't do as many no-gi
Yeah,
competitions.
they all do gi competitions.
And I think we talked about that before too, where back in the day, the bigger ones were like, nope, train in gi, and then when you go to a no-gi competition, just take it off, you'll be fine.
You'll be all right, yeah.
And they were for a while. For a while. And that's where 10th Planet kind of flipped all that shit on its ear, because they were like, no. Yeah. Train exclusively in it, and given enough time, you'll see the difference in people who only go no-gi versus people who are gi and just take that shit off.
Yeah.
So there is that. You're right. So you might be limiting yourself, which then lends good shit to those schools that are smaller, and it goes something like, well, no, we're going to do 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week off. We're going to force you to get good at both, but we're probably not going to make you the best at both.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're not going to be – I just don't think you're going to be great at something that you're practicing 50% of the time.
So we should open up a school called like –
you almost have to decide in a way, right? Because I think I like our format with the 1 week gi, 1 week no gi, because like you said, it gives everybody a good starting point. Like, hey, you're going to be proficient at both of them, and you're going to naturally be better at one.
True.
The one that you like. You're going to kind of lean towards that. But I'm still a big believer. Nothing's going to change my opinion that, you know, if you're a gi guy and you love the gi, I don't see how training in no gi is going to do absolutely nothing for you.
And
it's not going to improve it, and vice versa. And I know they say, oh, no, training in the gi helps your no gi. That makes zero sense to me.
So
zero sense, bro.
You and I need to open up a school called Rod and Harold's Good Enough Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, really.
Good enough jiu-jitsu. It's like, hey, man, but how good can I get at this whole jiu-jitsu thing? Good enough, brother. You'll be all right.
But I mean, most people are good enough. You know what I mean? For the most part, you're going to be good enough. If you want to be great, then you're going to be this. You're trying to be a world champion or something. And then at that point, then you do need to decide, hey, I'm really going to focus on this because that's the path that I want to take. I want to be a gi guy. 100%. I want to be the best at it. 100%. You're not going to be training a lot of no gi. But a lot of guys do. They want to do both though now. But what I'm seeing, even the ones that they have, you could like who's the one chick, Dan Har's girl. Helena Clark.
The 18-year-old chick.
She does more no-gi, bro.
She
does gi, but she does more no-gi.
Almost
and she's clearly better at no-gi.
Yeah.
Clearly better at no-gi.
She's killing it.
Yes. She's clearly better at no-gi.
She's got her black belt. As soon as she turned 18, boom, here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean,
she's
how can you not give her a black belt, right?
She's legit in the gi. I'm not saying that she's not good.
For sure.
She's clearly
but her game is no-gi.
Better in the no-gi. And it seems like more of her competitions are in no-gi. Like 9 out of 10, if you see him, it's going to be in those little rash guard things she wears, those little suits. I've seen her in a couple of gi, but those jumpsuit, right?
like fucking leopard skin and
shit. Yeah. But what's a movie with the girl, the fighting girl? With the yellow, she had the yellow jumpsuit and the black.
Oh my
Kill
God.
Bill.
Oh, the bride from Kill Bill. Yeah, Beatrice.
I'm surprised she doesn't have a kill. I think she got a date. I think she did.
She probably does have a Kill Bill outfit.
She has some pretty cool outfits.
Yeah,
actually.
dude. Yeah,
but yeah, man, it's always
those
like
rash guards and shit. They are pretty.
It's like a rash guard
pretty
suit.
funky. That's good shit.
A rash suit.
What the hell is it? Like a jumper?
It's like a jumper. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. It looks like it's one piece.
So
I don't know how.
So wait a minute. That's what you need to do, dude. You need to show up for a no-gi class in a straight uni. Dude. Let's just get a rash guard that looks like a gi top and pants.
You know who did that?
And just show up like that.
They had this one YouTube video. It was years ago. This Spider-Man dude. He had
hell yeah,
he couldn't see. He had the mask on. He was like knocking everybody out. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. Awesome. How do you do that?
There's another guy who dressed up in a Green Man suit.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
You saw that one too?
Yeah.
That shit is funny.
I think they were both 10th Planet guys.
Probably. Yeah, because I mean they're always having fun.
Yeah,
and that's the other thing.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Go ahead.
No, you do because you start to say it.
Yo, if you go to some of these other schools, are you going to get the entertainment value of a smaller school? Like if you get a guy who's teaching and he's at a smaller school, they're just having a good time, man.
Yes.
Like they're cracking jokes. Look, Hassett is legit. He teaches amazing jiu-jitsu. But there's no way in hell I would have stayed if it was like, bow to your sensei every day, you know?
Yeah.
He was and is hilarious. He has great stories. He's up there cracking jokes when he's teaching and talking and like giving you all these little anecdotes. And it's like,
that's how Gus is. Gus is funny.
Yes, and they're fun, dude.
He's hilarious.
who the hell wants to go in and just hear like some, just some monotone, like robotic type, okay, you will grab with your right hand and reach over with your left. You'll link up your hands and your C-clamp. That shit will get boring.
It becomes like a course at that point. Like you feel
becomes
like you're in
work.
school. Yeah,
it becomes
it's got to
work.
be fun.
For me, at least, it needs to be fun, right?
Yeah. Now, there's some people that may love that, though.
And that's what I was about to say.
And
maybe those are the ones who become phenomenal at freaking competitions.
They might say, those guys are too silly, man.
They get that robotic freaking focus, and they're like, nope, we must do this and this and this. And then they do exactly that.
I think if you're trying to be the best competitor, that's the mindset you have to have. You kind of have to go in there,
right.
It's going to be more serious, but how many people are really chasing that?
We said, man, maybe
say
5%.
Yeah, it's a very small demographic.
Like I would say maybe 10 to 15% might show up thinking they want that shit.
Oh yeah, once they do a few competitions,
they're like, man, fuck this shit. This is not for me.
Yeah, man, look at truly competing on a regular basis is for a very small segment of the jiu-jitsu population.
Absolutely.
To get to that level of
and they're
super
amazing.
High-end.
They're amazing because I'll say this, and I dare somebody to really refute this one, right? Most people would love to be like awesome competitors. Like if you're into jiu-jitsu and you really love it, you would love to be standing up on the podium, holding gold medal, right? Just beating everybody's ass constantly.
That'd be awesome.
But then you see what's required to do it, and you're like, nah, son, I'm good. I'm not willing to dedicate that much time and energy.
No, you're right. It's like looking at a guy who's just shredded. He's got like 8% body fat. Like, right? I'd love to have that, that physique with those abs, but you really don't. If you really wanted it, you'd have it because you'd put the work in to get it because we know what it takes to get that.
Freaking miserable.
It's a miserable existence, bro.
My little brother, right? Walking around, like I said, 4 or 5% body fat. He's shredded, dude. Like he's walking around, he's jacked, he's getting ready for competition, but then he's like, I'm so fucking weak right now.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm tired. He's like, I'm miserable. He's like, I'm mad at the world.
Mess up your hormones. Really, that's really
that shit too, right?
Bad. Like that's like the worst sport, man.
But then you look at him, you're like, damn, son, you look good. What? I want to do that. And then you go, oh wait, no, I don't want to do that shit. He's like, what did you eat today?
You know the weirdest thing?
I ate one piece of tofu and a chicken knuckle. I'm like, damn, really? That's not enough. It's too much. But so another thing, actually, I was going to mention this too. I think sometimes you kind of get into those little political things with the bigger schools, like they're like you gotta
jiu-jitsu politics.
Jiu-jitsu politics. It's like you gotta get on my team, and if I don't like them, nobody gets to like them. It's like I say you can't listen to a Craig Jones podcast, and that's all there is to it because it's against my moral code. And if you're one of my students, it means it's against your moral code.
Ostracized.
Yeah, exactly, right? Otherwise, what's in John Wick? You will be excommunicado if you do some shit that we don't like. You're out. You're off the team. Everybody boo this man. Boo, or what's that shit? You get the shame bell. They're just ringing the shame bell on them. And I don't want that, man. Nah. Like, I want to be able to like who I like, talk to whoever the fuck I want to talk to. I want to watch cartoons if I find them funny. I want to do what I want to do. And then on jiu-jitsu, I'll be cool with you. Like, I don't need you to be my moral compass. Like,
all right, so let me ask this. So will you be... Okay, let's go back to my buddy.
Yes.
Is he going to become better at jiu-jitsu by going to a big box, or will he be just as good going to Joe's jiu-jitsu?
I think if your buddy...
And he doesn't know what he wants. At this point, he's not going in with this mindset of, I want to be a world champion. He's just like, I just want to learn jiu-jitsu.
So I would suggest, honestly, almost everybody start at a smaller gym. Start at a smaller gym, and here's why, right? You're going to, first and foremost, you're going to spend a little bit less money. Some people, money's no object, and that's fine. If you got just money to burn, then fuck it, man. Get like the biggest, bestest name you can possibly find, and get privates from them. Like, spend $1,000 a freaking private if that's what you want to do. Your average Joe who's getting into it. Actually, I don't want to say average Joe because it was Joe's Jiu-Jitsu, right? So your average Bob, he's an accountant. He's coming in. He's going to do his thing. Never trained anywhere before. I'd suggest that you try a smaller school because it'll more likely than not be a friendlier atmosphere. It will be a little more laid back.
Yeah.
And you can kind of just find out, do I even like this, right? Without having as big of an investment of your time and money, right? You'll probably get a little more personalized treatment because they're like, oh shit, we got a new guy.
Yeah.
Let's get some people in here and help the new guy. Could you fall victim to just disappearing in the crowd with a big box? I think you can. If not, right, check it out. Maybe I'm just totally wrong about that. If you're from like the AOJs and the Gracie Bars and the freaking Atos and all the big names, and if you got in there and they like just brought you in and didn't just dump you into welcome to the white belt class, and it's like, we don't know your name, even though we say that about white belts too, though. We don't know your name.
They don't have a soul.
They don't have a soul yet.
So you get a blue belt, you got no soul. That's messed up.
But do you become a number? Have you had the personal experience where you kind of just went somewhere and you just kind of blended in, you became a number, nobody noticed you, versus like if you've been to some of these smaller schools, tell us that story, right? If you've been to the smaller school and it was like, yo, boom, open arms. Quick, honest thing that just happened to us yesterday, right? We had promotions and we had a guy come in and visit, right? He's a blue belt. He's been training for a while. He came out and he was just checking out schools and he did not realize that it was a promotion that day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the dude came in, and of course, Gus was like, absolutely, no, come on in, man. Like, come in, see what's going on. This guy loved that he showed up on a promotion day. Now, he didn't expect to get promoted.
Oh, was it the guy with the beard?
Yeah, the guy with the beard, right?
Okay.
Cool guy,
he was our
right?
daytime guy.
Cool guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he comes in.
Yeah.
He didn't know what was going on, but he's like, oh, shit. They welcomed me right in.
Yeah.
They had me sitting in there with everybody else.
That's cool.
Open mat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was visiting.
That was his second class.
Oh, wow.
That was his second class with us. And look, he got some brisket, some pork rolls.
Yeah.
He was getting fed and everything.
Day, yeah.
He came on a good day. But he said he really appreciated how we did our promotions. He liked that, that people got up there and gave their little speeches and shit like that. Yeah. Gave some anecdotal evidence of how they've used jiu-jitsu in their actual day-to-day life.
It's cool.
So I don't think you would have got that at a big box.
Yeah, I got another one.
Yeah, go for it.
You're right. That's a good point with the promotion. Yeah, I like that. And that kind of gave me an idea here because sometimes at the big schools, if you're a guy coming up, are you going to be able to ever teach anything? Good luck.
I know exactly where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
One of our boys is talking about that.
Yeah, let's not say who it is.
No, but give the example. Like, that's actually a really great point.
Well, like at our school, like we'll foster that ability to kind of bring up some of the guys and help them.
Our purples and browns, we want them in the mix.
We want them to be able to teach. Yes, in fact, we have a group meet chat where it's like we just have upper belts on there. I think it's brown and black. But definitely the brown belt's going to teach. If somebody can't make it or whatever, or we need a substitute, we have that chat. And occasionally we have a few purple belts that are legit purple belts. Not all purple belts, but there might be one or two that are really, really good. They'll be invited to be on that upper belt deal where they can teach as well. Because I just remember, like I said before, I started teaching. I think I did my first class. I was a purple belt.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the way to be.
And then it was like I did one just to kind of see what it was like, and I was like, that was really scary and weird and all that. But then I didn't do anymore. When I got my brown belt, I started teaching. You
know who we've been trying to get lately is Little Sean. Because he's a brown belt, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like,
he wants to. I think.
Yes, you need to get out there and get busy. Like hell. When Trevor was big ass Trevor, who's freaking Mr. Unstoppable, but when he was a brown belt, I was like, dude, you gotta teach some classes, man. You gotta get in there, you gotta teach. And the reason we're bringing all this up is because some schools, they don't bring in their purples and browns. Like, they have their cadre, they have their teachers, and that's it. They're not looking to have somebody who's they're like, you're a lowly purple or a brown belt. I don't want you to teach. We don't.
Or maybe they have such a deep pool of black belts. It's like,
and they do.
You're kind of so far down the totem pole that you just may not get a chance to. It's just not by design. It's just the way way the cookie crumbled.
But for us, we're like, you got something you like. You've been working on this. You've been kicking ass with it. Show it to us. It's like, guess what? The world is yours today, dude. It's like, this is your class. Handle your business. And I like that.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't know if you're going to be a good teacher or not. You know, like I could actually run a pretty decent class, you know, and I for the longest time, I thought I'd be terrible at teaching. It turns out I'm pretty good at teaching, you know.
I'd say what's the biggest turnout is at your class every single
pretty
freaking
decent
time.
Because it's fun too, man. But I tell you, Big Trevor can teach, man. He's got a lot of knowledge, and he actually does a good class.
Absolutely.
So,
but again, it's not robotic. It's actually fun. You're cracking jokes. It's like, we enjoy this. What's the saying? Those who can't do, teach.
That's true.
I don't know if I'm starting to fall into that for real. Maybe I can't do it, but damn, I know I'm a good teacher, though. I know I'm a good teacher, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're really a teacher.
Right? It's like,
yeah.
Not beating everybody's ass anymore. But
okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it
I can still share the freaking art. And I love sharing the art. Like, I really do, man. Like,
as long as everybody's not beating you up, right?
Yes, everybody's not beating me up. Oh my god,
that's not happening.
That would be very disappointing. If I was just getting beat up every single day, I would kind of hate that too.
But if you notice, like once you get to like more, I would say at least let's just say black belt level.
Okay, right.
More of your roles with guys, you're kind of like your peers are almost stalemates, right? Dude. Yeah, there's fewer
like,
when you're.
It's 5 minutes, and you're like, you look up at the clock after it goes off, and you look at them, you laugh, and you're like, all right. It's like, well, thanks. I'll see you next week.
It's like your jiu-jitsu just cancels his out, and his cancels yours out.
It does. Now, does that also give you a reason to go to a big box where maybe because again, you have that much larger pool of people.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe you won't be getting canceled out as much. Maybe you'll be taking a lot more ass whoopings.
It could be.
But you know what? They probably cancel each other out at the top. The people at the top are always just going to cancel each other out. It's like, because there's not so much of a distinction between one and the other. It's like, It's like, we get it, dude. We're all black belts. It's like, okay, we're okay.
It's really, one guy makes a mistake in that particular match, he got caught.
Yep.
Right? But I think if you did a computer simulation or whatever, you'd have a lot of stalemates.
It'd be like 50-50. Everything 50-50, your favorite position.
I don't really like it much anymore. I moved beyond 50.
No more 50-50 for Rod.
It's okay.
I know it is.
I definitely don't try to get there.
Nah.
It's not something, but I'm comfortable if I get there, but I don't really, it's not like.
I told you that I've only found myself in a live role in 50-50 maybe 3 times.
Yeah, it's usually like somebody's trying to get you there. So like if I'm rolling with somebody, sometimes they'll try to get me in 50-50. I'm like, do you think like I don't know 50-50? Like, really, bro?
Right?
Like, come on, dude.
I know. Like, I got there and I'm like, first of all, how the fuck did I get here?
Yeah.
I was like, why am I in 50-50? I'm like, if you don't just get the hell off of me. But anyway, I don't like 50-50.
But I can see how sometimes it happens just going, moving through positions. Like a double outside Ashi, maybe to a 50-50. It can happen. I get it. So that I can understand. But I don't try to just go into it.
Yes, dude. I end up looking at them. I'm like, how is it we're scissoring each other now? That's what I want to know, sir. What is going on right now? But anyway, everybody, I think we forgot to say, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I know we were supposed to say that, so I'm going to say it there. Yeah. I did my arbitrary or obligatory. There you go. Obligatory. Like, share, subscribe, because we enjoy this stuff. Oh yeah, and comment, dude. I'm loving some of these comments. I don't know.
Funny, dude. Some of
them, man, they're writing like novels. I was like, hell yeah, dude. I was like, I appreciate that. Like, so I got a chance to actually like talk back to them a little bit. I'm like, this is pretty freaking cool, man. Good. I love getting other people's perspective on these things, because it's like there's so many of us out there, and look, we'll never know them all. But when they talk to us, man, we get to get a little bit of knowledge about you.
I got to get this in before I forget.
Yeah.
I got a short attention span. Okay, so one thing that can happen too with big boxes, and this happened at Gold's Gym. Okay, so remember when I said Gold's Gym and Powerhouse Gym were like the hardcore schools? Okay, fast forward like 10, 20 years after that, they were just watered down mainstream like everybody else. Because here's what happens. Everybody thought like me, like, oh, if I go to Gold's, I'm going to get big, or like, I'm going to be huge. So they all go. So you start attracting a larger demographic of just normal guys, basically. So
the Facebook effect.
The Facebook effect. Go check out that episode again. The Facebook effect. That's what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
So that can happen. Like, come on, why is jiu-jitsu not going to be immune from this? So I don't know if those schools now, because I haven't been to one. I'm not saying they're that now, but it's definitely theoretically possible that they could become or suffer the same fate as the Gold's Gyms on. Is Powerhouse still around? I don't think.
I don't know, dude.
Is Gold's Gym around?
Yes. They're still gold, yeah. They're still golds.
It's definitely mainstream. Though. It's not like there's no Venice Beach gym where that's the. I mean,
I'm not going to say they're doing Pilates and shit like that, but it's just like
I don't think there's any gym right now that has kind of the branding in such a way that makes you feel you're going to get some special thing, to get their special sauce.
Wait, Mark Bell's freaking gym in Sacramento. Oh shit,
Mark Bell. You shouting out Mark Bell? Shout out to Mark Bell.
I guess I actually am in this particular instance because that dude, like, man.
Honestly, I never heard of it.
Pull it up. Oh shit!
So it's a whole.
I don't want to pull something up live.
Yeah, is it a small gym though?
It's smaller than those big name ones. I think he only has the one. Oh, it's a powerlifting gym, dude.
Okay, but that's that.
Okay, you're saying something that's
big
gets
brand,
a big name,
a big box,
and stays true to itself. I don't think it can.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly.
I don't think it can.
I don't think it can. Huh? It's gonna
because in order for you to get that big, you have to be accommodating to people. That. Yes, you have to accommodate people who can't get that big.
That's the Facebook effect.
That's the Facebook effect.
Go watch the episode, the Facebook effect. Yeah. That'll break it down.
When everybody's doing it, that's a lot of people doing it, man, and it waters it down.
You start seeing your grandparents in there, it's over.
Oh.
There literally are parents in there. That's fine. But if you start seeing grandparents and shit.
Right, they're like, look at these pictures of the kids and the
There was something I saw one on Instagram. It was literally two old ladies, but they were, and I'm saying old, they were objectively old. They were like late 70s, like two old white-haired ladies, and they were showing how to do like a back take to choke.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's over, dude. I quit.
But it's not over.
No,
look, man, let them live.
I know.
They're keeping themselves young.
It is good. I'll be them too. You'll be like, I quit. That guy Rod's still here.
Nah, hell no, man. Old ladies, keep up with that shit, man. We want you in here.
I kid.
You know why you should do it, old ladies? Because it's important to you. And if it's important to you, you'll find a way. If it's not, you'll find an excuse like, oh, I'm old and my hip, I'm going to blow my hip out and I don't want to do that. Nah,
but that's a good example as to why it just has to water down because you have to roll with them differently. You have to change the class.
Are you gonna stick the little 22-year-old freaking psycho purple belt on them?
And then what are you going to teach that day? What if you had half the school was those old ladies?
Yeah.
What if half of your class is that and you were going to teach a berimbolo? You're going to teach a berimbolo that day.
Or even worse, you're like, all right, we got Chad over here. You go with Ethel. Drop Cyanagi.
Isn't that funny? It's funny how names kind of disappear. Like, do you know
anybody named Ethel? I know an Ethel. That's why.
What about Mildred?
Mildred, I know a Mildred too.
Damn, old, Harold. You're old.
Because they're old as fuck, though.
You old?
Yeah, I'm old as fuck.
If you know a Mildred, bro, you old.
But it was my aunt Mildred and my aunt Ethel.
It's always an aunt. Yeah, it's gonna be by default. It's gonna be an aunt.
Yes.
Mildred and Ethel.
Shit. Now that I said this, I got another question. Totally unrelated, but you said it out loud, so I gotta freaking know.
Go ahead.
Is it aunt or aunt?
I think it's either one.
Damn it. It is either one, but
depends on what you say.
I've only grown up saying aunt. And then when I hear people say aunt, it always makes me, I kind of do like a little tiny cringe. I'm like,
maybe it's depends on where you're from.
Maybe, man. Maybe that's the East Coast thing. I don't know.
I think, East Coast and because you guys don't call the freeways. You call them
highway.
You call them the highway. Isn't there another word for it too? There's something else.
I heard the highway. There's we got the parkway.
Parkway. You guys say parkway. Like shit. No one calls it a parkway. It's freaking freeway. See,
I think that's why Gus gets mad at me when I say side mount. Yeah. And everybody else says side control, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's side mount, man.
What about like in the store, like a paper bag? You guys call it like a sack. Can I get a sack?
No, we don't call it
someone calls it a sack.
I think you're talking some down south shit.
Are you sure?
We don't call no damn paper bag a sack.
What do you call it?
Freaking plastic bag. It's a bag.
I knew this one girl from New Jersey. She was like, it's a bag. Oh, no, that's Wisconsin. Yeah. Wisconsin's a bag. A bag, yeah. That's like Canadian.
Don't put her in New Jersey talking like that.
But she said sack, though. She said, oh, it's a sack. Get a paper sack.
A sack? Really?
Yeah, paper sack.
She must have been like from the Pine Barrens or something. She was from
Long Island.
Well, that's New York. That's not New Jersey.
Okay, my bad. It's all the same up there. They got a new in front of it. It's two syllables.
Fair enough.
And it's cold.
Jersey. Yeah. Oh, my God.
So Long Island's kind of country, isn't it?
No,
parts of it are, aren't they?
Parts of New York is wild. It's like it looks beautiful, and in other parts it's the hood.
It's crazy.
I mean, I was walking around, dude. Shit, I was trying not to get into all these little side stories, but I'm walking down the street in New York. I was gonna go see freaking Little Shop of Horror, right? So We're walking. There's a homeless dude sitting there, and then there's like this lady. She's just minding her own fucking business. She's walking up the street past the homeless guy. The homeless guy's chilling. Then there's another guy walking in the opposite direction. He looked like he worked at a restaurant or whatever. He had the Major D type jacket on, or maybe he was on a busboy or what the fuck ever. This guy was hating his life so bad, right? He's walking by, homeless dude just chilling, cup of noodles, minding his fucking business. The dude kicks the freaking noodles, right? Kicks the noodles. It splashes over this lady's white dress. She's like, what the fuck? Like, she didn't even say what the fuck. I think she just got scared, right? Homeless guy's like, what's going on? Like, his eyes just pop open. Now, I'm walking. I'm taking my kid to freaking go see Little Shop of Horrors. And I immediately go into, I'm going to have to fuck somebody up mode, right?
Defense
because mode. The guy's like, F you, yelling at the homeless guy, what you going to do, mother? And he's walking in the same direction that I got to go. So I stepped in front of him, in front of my kid. I'm like, yo. And now I'm moving behind this guy. And I'm like, if he turns around and does anything even halfway funny, I'm dumping him. And then I'm going to have to explain to the police. Then I'm going to have to miss fucking Little Shop of Horrors, which was freaking awesome. So I would have been pissed. But I just instantly went into that defensive mode.
Yeah.
And I was like,
good, dude.
But I'm like, dude, is your life that sucky that you just got to be a bully? Shit. Sorry about that whole diatribe off to the side there. But ultimately, here's the question, everybody. Is going to a big box jiu-jitsu school worth it? Rod, what do you think, man? Is it worth it, or do you go with something smaller?
I think it could be worth it. Okay, that's such a complicated now. It could be worth it for some people at the end of the day. And it depends. If it's not watered down, I would say if it's a competition school, that's almost two different questions though, right? So I don't want to conflate being a big box with automatically being a competition school. True. Because it may not be. But if it was a competition school like a AOJ or Atos, something like that, or a Checkmat, I would say it would be worth it to go there if you want to be a good competition guy.
Makes sense.
But if you're just trying to learn jiu-jitsu, I don't think you'd get any extra value going to a big box school like that, just because it has a name brand behind it. Otherwise, I would have went there. You know what's funny? When I started jiu-jitsu, the first thing I looked at was Gracie. Yeah. I just got to have Gracie in it because that's all I knew. It was
yes.
Early or late 2011, right around there. Mm-hmm. They had to have Gracie in the name. And then I started Googling the instructors. I saw Gus.
Right.
And I called at least 5 or 6 places, and I called Gus. And he was actually the only one that actually sit down and talk to me. He's like, well, what's going on? Why do you want to take jiu-jitsu?
What
are you trying to accomplish? I'm like, I like this guy, man. I looked at a little more. I saw stand there with gold medals. I'm like,
that's the place.
Dude, that's the one right there.
And it's that personalized attention, right?
That's it.
There's no guy off to the side who's like, up in the rafters looking down at everybody. Like, everybody's right in the mix.
And what I liked about it was that he had enough. He sprinkled in some of that, Gracie lineage, of course, because we all have that 100%. Lineage. So it felt connected to that, because we are connected to it, right?
We are.
He's under Casio,
Absolutely.
and you just go all the way up to, I guess he's going to be Carlos. Gracie, on our side. You're a Helio guy, right?
Yep, I'm in Helio.
Oh, man.
Helson Helio.
We got to fight.
Are we freaking, you are my enemy.
But, so everything worked out good. So
for sure.
Yeah.
So, ultimately, your boy from, what'd you say, Wisconsin? Where the hell's he from?
Minnesota.
What are you going to tell him?
I'm leaning towards Joe's Jiu-Jitsu, man.
Joe's fucking Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Joe's
Shout out to Joe's Jiu-Jitsu.
Is there really a Joe's Jiu-Jitsu?
Probably, man. It's probably in a strip mall in the corner of fucking West and Palm or some shit.
What if there is? He's like, thanks, man.
He's like, holy shit. I just got some new members.
Yeah.
All right. So, everybody, let us know what you think, man. I'm interested in your stories, man. We really are. Like, I read it. I respond to it. Rod freaking jumps in every now and again. Sometimes I respond before he gets a chance.
See,
I'm sorry.
I respond more, but it's always been responded to.
I'm a talker, dude. You know me. I like just chopping it up with people.
What's the word? Loquacious. You're
I'm very loquacious.
Individual.
Yes. or as my grandmother and grandfather said, I run off at the mouth.
Yeah. That's a nice way of saying the same thing.
Exactly. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, man. Seriously, share it out with some friends. Share it out with some people from your jiu-jitsu school. Say, hey, there's these two knuckleheads who are always talking jiu-jitsu shit. You might actually like some of their podcasts. Just share it with them.
Heck yeah.
Tell them to check us out, man. And until next time, I guess We'll see you later. Thanks for listening to us on Open Mac Chronicles.
Keep training.
Us.